Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be going over just some easy camera tips that, from a beginner, since I started doing like photography, these are some like tips that I noticed that, I wish I knew before, like kind of going into things or even relating to like video and stuff like that. So let's start off the bat. I'm going to be doing 3 tips for you. So first tip is when you upgrade your kit lens. So the kit lens, it's a very versatile lens. So maybe if you're starting with a Canon, it's like that 18 to 55 millimeter lens. It's a great versatile lens. It can shoot close, it can shoot far. Also, I noticed that some of them also, like at least the Canon one I had, it's pretty good in terms of like doing some video, but then also you can get like pretty close to objects with like kind of like a macro capability. So and it does produce like decently sharp photos. I'll of course show some photos here and examples, but it definitely is a good like lens. It is a zoom lens, so that means it'll vary between 18 all the way up to 55 depending on what your kit lens is, but I think it is still like a good lens to keep in your camera bag just because of how like versatile that you can use a lens. So I've used it in situations that I thought I wouldn't, and it's also very lightweight, compact, so you'll be able to take like decent photos at multiple ranges. So don't ditch it, don't just start selling it off, definitely hold on to it before you decide to sell it or whatever. So just always food for thought. And then number 2, which is stop deleting your photos. Meaning, like, let's say you take like I don't know, 100 photos, and you notice there's like 20 photos that are like, maybe 5 photos that are like super perfect. Those are the photos that you want, and then you're just like, oh no, it's underexposed, overexposed. Oh, I can't. It's not a good photo because it's under and overexposed. So don't delete them, because you can always recover these under and overexposed photos in Photoshop. Not just in Photoshop, but you can also do them in social media like I do in Instagram. So I'll show you. All you need to do is, so if it's under and overexposed, play with the shadows and then also the highlights. So vice versa, if it's underexposed, meaning it's like super dark, you can play with the shadows. And then if it's overexposed, meaning like all the clouds are like super like white and blocked out, and you can't, it's like, oh, so bright in the photo, you can take that highlight slider and just slide it down, and that should be able to make that perfect photo that you wanted be more perfect, just because it's under and overexposed. So that is something that definitely I learned the long way, meaning I didn't even start doing that probably till beginning of this year, where I started actually playing with photos that came out really well, but they're under and overexposed just because of I had things on set to auto on my camera, and then it just gave me a super over or underexposed shot, and it just, you're just like, I gotta delete and go through this. But yeah, for the most part you can save them, and you can save them better in Photoshop, but you can still save photos pretty well in Instagram if you use Instagram and all those apps. So that's a great tip. Last tip that I have for you, number 3, is if you can, shoot in RAW. I know it sounds really simple, but I always thought like shooting in RAW was like kind of like overhyped, and didn't think like, what's the point of shooting in RAW? I'm just gonna it's okay, I'm already gonna be shooting in JPEG, it's gonna shoot in high quality, it's gonna be fine. Anything from a DSLR should be fine, but shooting in RAW is definitely very helpful. So the more you start playing with like Photoshop and start tweaking your photos, that's where you'll notice shooting in RAW can like really save you. So if you shoot like a photo in JPEG versus shooting in RAW, you can play and manipulate that photo so much better without losing the quality. And that's like kind of like the whole point of shooting in RAW, is you'll be able to manipulate the photo, you know, as much as you want without deteriorating that photo and making it look super gross. So it's like it keeps it being like realistic and nice. So definitely shoot in RAW. Try to just put it in the settings. It'll take longer to transfer all your photos, but you know, you'll definitely not regret shooting in RAW. It is awesome. So those are my 3 tips. I definitely still follow all these tips, and I have to remind myself, you know, keep doing these, and you know, the better you'll get. So other than that, I hope you found these camera tips helpful. If you're just starting out, you know, some photography, definitely, you know, take these tips and, you know, apply it. And let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you guys have your own tips, definitely let me know down below, and I'll see you guys there. Other than that, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, peace.